How would you want your daughter's husband to act in this situation? Using that question as a frame for my actions, especially when I'm faced with a situation where I would morally want to compromise just because I'll get something out of it. And then I'll reframe my thoughts with that question. How would I want my daughter's husband to act in this situation? Like, man, I don't need to tell you what a good person is. You know what a good person is. You only want the best person for your daughter. And I was thinking about that. I think the true litmus test for your capability as a father isn't in the sons you raise. I mean, like, you lead by example and your sons will follow that example. But your daughters gauge every other man in their life against you. You need to be the example for your daughters and who they eventually choose to marry. That also kind of reframes your outlook on life. You know, we're not here trying to collect answers and share answers. No. The journey of life is trying to answer better questions. I think that's what it is. You know, like try to answer a good question. How would you want your daughter's husband to act in this situation? That's a good question. How would you want your daughter's husband to live? And then live by that standard. That's going to be a high-ass standard. That's going to be a real high standard. And ask him better and better questions. And then living in pursuit of the answer to those questions. That's how you have a positive impact on society. And the harder the question you're trying to answer, the more good you're going to do for society. I mean, think about Elon Musk. I mean, he's asking himself the question, how do I make humankind an interplanetary species? That's a ridiculous question. Well, okay, what do we need to do that? Well, we need to make space flight cheaper. So we need reusable rockets. Okay, so we're going to figure out how to make reusable rockets. And then he goes and launches a rocket. And it goes in orbit. And then he lands it back on Earth. Like, that's just straight out of a sci-fi book. And it's hard questions like that that are going to do society the greatest good. Thinking about that is fascinating, to me at least. And so if that idea is an idea you'd be interested in, it's something I want to write about in my newsletter, Generation Zenith. You know, it's for the leaders of our generation. I want to develop a community that really fosters the development of positive masculinity. And so ideas like that, you know, guiding questions to live by. You know, a good one is, shoot, man, how would you want your daughter's husband to act in this situation? You're going to hold yourself to a ridiculously high standard. I think so. It's helped me hold myself to that standard anyway. If you have a better question, I would love to hear it. So if you have it, comment it, man. I want to know what that is. See if I can bring it into my own life. But if you'd like to sign up for Generation Zenith, go ahead, link in my bio. I want to do some big things with that. So I hope you follow along for the journey.